Hi, my name is Abu Bakr and my student ID is 2337728. In this step-by-step tutorial, I'll learn how to create and deploy a full functional WordPress website on a EC2 machine using AWS Cloud. I'll use the traditional method. This video covers everything you need to know to get your WordPress site up and running on the cloud. I have divided the whole video into 6 main parts. The first step is going to be the setting up an AWS EC2 instance, which includes a detailed guide on launching and configuration of EC2 instance, including choosing the right instance type. The second step is going to be the installing LAMP stack. It include the configuration of all essential components ranging from MySQL, PHP, and WordPress, and installation of Apache server. And the third step is going to be the configuration of MySQL database. I'm using MySQL database for my WordPress site, so I'll set up MySQL database in this step. And the next step is downloading and installation of WordPress into my EC2 machine. And the next step is securing your website. I'll implement some inbound and outbound rules just to secure my site. And the final step is going to be the accessing your website, where I can finally just put my URL into the URL input area and just to visit my website. So it's going to be the final area, and here are the 6 main parts just to configure and complete the whole development and deployment of my AWS server and my WordPress website using AWS server. To start from the step 1, I just click on the launch instance button, which is available on the AWS Services console. I already have logged in into my console. I'll just click on the launch instance button. Here I just name my server with the name of climate aware WordPress. So climate aware WordPress. Yeah. I'll choose Ubuntu as the default OS for my EC2 machine, and the rest of the settings will remain by default. One thing I can do is just create a new key pair for my website. I'll just use climate aware WP by the name of key pair, and I'm using .pem format for my key pair. Just click on the create key pair button. The key pair is successfully downloaded into my local machine. So next step, I allow HTTPS and HTTP traffic as well as the remote connection. So I just click on the launch instance to launch the instance. Now you can see that the instance is successfully launched, and I just need to wait a few moments just until the instance is up and running. You can see that my instance is up and running. Yeah, instance trace is running. So what I just need to do, I just need to click on the connect button, and here EC2 instance. I'll click on connect, and it will open the console terminal for my EC2 machine. After establishing the, I just need to run a command. Sudo apt install Apache to install the Apache server. I'll say yes. The Apache server is successfully installed to my EC2 machine. Next step, I'll install PHP. Just using sudo apt install PHP libraries. Hit enter in WordPress. Now it's time to install the MySQL server at my inside my EC2 machine. So that same thing goes on. You can see that my Apache server is successfully installed up and running. So now just to access my MySQL server as a root, I just need to put the command sudo mysql-u root. So after accessing the MySQL server, I just need to run a query like alter user root localhost identified with MySQL multi-password by admin. So it's successfully executed. I will also alter the password, the default password by admin and admin. It's now also successfully executed. Now I'll create a database name as WP. So after that, I'll grant all the privileges to the WordPress user, which is my username for the administrator access. Now I just need to install my WordPress, so I use Command Control D just to exit my MySQL server. So now on I can install WordPress into my EC2 machine. If I use the command like wget https WordPress URL to get the latest version of WordPress. and then you can see that the latest file of the WordPress is successfully downloaded. After that, I just need to unzip the downloaded file, which is latest.gz. You can see the name over here and the latest file name. Yeah. I just need to move the WordPress extracted file to the HTML folder, which lies in www.html. So I just have successfully moved the file. So I'll just restart my MySQL server. You can see that after visiting the IP address, you can see that the WordPress is successfully installed to my EC2 machine. So now I just need to click on the Let's Go button, and I'll configure the WordPress and access the configuration dashboard for my WordPress site. After completion of the and setting up the username and password for my WordPress dashboard, here I made the WordPress dashboard, and where I can set up my whole site, and I can design and my whole site. You can see that I am using the latest version, which is 6.6.1 version. So after completion of my whole website, I'll deploy the website onto my EC2 server. After designing my whole website, here you can see that my website is up and running. You can see that I have here's the IP address of my website. So just to make sure that my website is up and running, and any user can visit the website. I have purchased a hosting name by the name of cvs.online for my website. So here I assigned the IP address to that domain name. So whenever a user can hit like a cvs.online, he can easily visit my website, which is up and running. Moving on to the next part, which is going to be the securing your website. You can see that I'm using S3 bucket for the storage purpose of my website data, like climate data is here in which is completely encrypted and secure. So the next step is I have implemented some inbound and outbound rules just to filter out the whole traffic. I just need to visit the security tab here. So I'll click on the security groups. You can see that I have configured some inbound rules like exceptions and ports, which are special rules, as well as configuration of the ports, which are really important for our security system, as well as for allowing required traffic. Like for management, remote access, I have opened SSH port, which is port 22. For remote access, and for web traffic, I have implemented HTTPS and HTTP 443 and 80 port consecutively, which so all the traffic is gonna route through these two ports. So for outbound roles, I have just allowed all the traffic to go through. So moving on to the last and final part, accessing your website. As I already have explained that my website is up and running just by the name of cawares.online. Cawares, oh, it is a mistake in the URL, so cawares.online. Yeah, here you can see that my website is up and running successfully. So to sum up, the starting and correct steps of a WordPress site on the AWS cloud requires various important steps that contribute to a secure website environment. And so the choice of PaaS like platform as a service for its flexibility and scalability, as well as the precise configuration of WordPress. WordPress, the database put the project on a solid ground. So I believe the approach described in this video offers a comprehensive strategy for the establishment of a stable and secure WordPress site, which proves helpful in solving both functional and the security issues of the project. Like a climate aware can easily manage and reduce the required sources for the website. Like if they are expecting more traffic, they can easily configure their instances and their needs. Like they don't need to actually implement the whole new servers. They can just increase the power of the servers as per they need, and which is really easy to manage through this AWS cloud. Thank you. That's all.